Yo, what's up everybody? How's it going? Today we're playing duo battles. Yes, duo battles. I want to actually take Tiny. I want to do Elemental Warriors. I think that sounds cool. Or we could do Elf Demon Hunter. No, I want to do Elemental Warriors. Elemental Warriors actually sounds sick. So what are duo battles? So duo battles are very similar to mono battles. Mono battles are simply you pick the first units you build, you pick one type off, and then that's the type you build for the entire game. You're not allowed to build anything else. Duo battles are the first unit you build, you're now allowed to build both those types, but nothing else. So with Tiny, I'm now allowed to build Elementals and Warriors. With Anti-Mage, you would be allowed to build Elves and Demon Hunters. With Shadow Shaman, Trolls and Shaman, and so on. It's honestly fairly simple. It's not the craziest thing in the world. And yeah, so that's it. We'll see how it goes, right? Honestly, I know that, like, Elemental Warrior is kind of like a little bit like, oh, you're going Warrior. Okay, look, I really want to go Elemental. But the earliest Elemental, apart from Tiny, is it Morphling? I could go Elemental Assassin. Elemental Assassin actually kind of sounds sick. Oh, well. Anyway, too late. Too late. But I do actually want to go Elementals, because I think that the 4 Elementals, all allies have a 30% chance to turn attackers into Stonemen for 4 seconds when attacked by melee chasses. I think it's going to be awesome if you have Warriors. You know, you have the Warriors tanking and all of that stuff. But yeah, I could get like a different race first, you know, like for example Razor. But Razor, like Elemental Mage, doesn't sound that good. So, doesn't really sound that powerful, to be honest. Alright, let's go, Naga. So we got ourselves a good lineup of starting units here. We're going to be really nice and powerful. We got Trolls. Which one was first? It was the Bat Rider, right? Like, you cannot build Witch Doctor first. I mean, you could. Oh, right here we've got Mages and... So far just Mages, right? That's the only thing I can tell, really. We've got Warriors and Hunters, I assume. Right here we have Druids and something. I hope it's Elf Druid. I hope it's not Beast Druid. I don't think Beast Druid is very good. Oh, you're also going Warrior of Swords. Probably also Elemental Warrior, to be honest. So that's going to be a little bit spooky. Now, it's always difficult when you go for the same thing as somebody else. Especially in like mono and dual battles. That guy took Ogre. Well, you don't have to take Ogre as your first unit. You know, if you don't take Ogre as your first unit, then you're not stuck with Ogre Mage. Ogre Mage would be pretty next level. Alright, we'll just get ourselves this bad boy. That's a nice strong unit. We can definitely make that work. Yeah, we got ourselves our Warriors. I'm not level 2 yet, of course, but hey. That is just fine. Isn't it, Coco? Yeah. Yeah, that's a relaxed Coco. She lost this basket ever since I put the blanket in. Like, she loved this basket before, and she already spent a lot of time in it, but now she just doesn't ever want to leave it. Like, seriously. Like, every time she's not running around being annoying, she's sleeping in the basket. She really lost this blanket. It's so cute. Satsa's cheating. How is Satsa cheating? What is Satsa doing? Oops. Satsa's going Elf. Oh, Satsa did... Wait. Well, I mean, if he got Treant first, then it's not cheating. Oh, he got Enchantress first. Satsa! Come on, dude. Stop being such a wiener. Chat, push one of Satsa as a wiener. I'll go ahead and just put this stuff all down. We got ourselves... Actually, a pretty massive lineup here. Like, these 5 warriors, even though they're just level 1, I mean, it's 5 different warriors. They're gonna be really nice and tanky. I mean, if I get one more, what's the next warrior that is available? Is it level 3? I've got Tiny, I've got Axe, I've got Tusk. Right, I got all of those. I've got Juggernaut. I've got Slaughter. There's no level 3, is there? No, there's Lycan. There's Lycan. There's Lycan. Yeah, so if we get a Lycan, we'll be in hella good shape. Like, that'll just be a freebie for the first 3 rounds, and we can just take it easy from there. My girlfriend finally convinced me to buy a cat. So cat is coming in 2 months. We already have like $150 worth of cat stuff. That's awesome. Are you keeping the cat indoors? I'm sorry, I have to ask. Because I want to just go ahead and give the same recommendation I give everybody. If you're keeping the cat indoors, buy a second cat. Or get a second cat or something. Preferably of the same age. A second one will come later. Okay, that's good. I'm glad to hear that. Hey, Quaylon, thank you very much for the sub. Appreciate it. I'm just saying it because it is a very common misconception that cats aren't social animals. And that is just, it's just not true. Cats are very social, right? And they do need, they need just somebody to spend their day with. And cats that are outdoors, outdoor cats, usually not as much of a problem. Right, because outdoor cats will just go outside and they'll find somebody to play with, or they'll like hunt or sleep or whatever, right? They can keep themselves busy. It's not as big of a deal with them. Although for Noah, actually having Coco, right? Even though, you know, even though Noah's an outside cat, having Coco goes a really long way. Like he's so much happier now that we have her, right? So some cats are very social, like Noah is. Noah's a very social cat. But the thing is that there's just, I should probably actually replace this tusk with you. You missed a Morphling. I did miss a Morphling. Morphling is an elemental. Are you guys alright? So, anyhow. But, you know, if you're keeping a cat indoors though, unless you're actually there all day, and you actually take care of the cat all day. Like, for example, that's why I think it's fine that, you know, like, you know, we've got Noah going outside during the day. Because I am here. I'm always here. Like, I work from home. And then it's always me and Coco, and we spend all day together. And I make sure to play with her, right? Even though I'm not playing with her as much as she would like to. But that's just because her demands are unreasonable. I'm just gonna go ahead and be completely honest about that. The demands of this cat are unreasonable. But yeah, but cats are actually pretty social and they want somebody to play with. They want a partner. So having, you know, somebody that they can play with goes a really long way. So if you're keeping a cat indoors, I always recommend getting two. It's usually better for them. Level 2 Morph is kind of okay, actually. Dude, Morphling is terrible. Like, even level 2 Morph, which I'll give you that. He's not the worst thing in the world, but he's still pretty fucking bad. It's just kind of still garbage, honestly. Alright, we've got the double spin coming up. That's a lot of damage. Nice thing about spin is that it does actually fully stack. Yeah, our Juggernauts are actually really carrying this. I'm surprised we won that. We don't have a level 2. That guy did. And we made it. Yes, another axe. Now we're talking. Hey, Noah, thank you very much. And, Quaylon, don't worry, it didn't just show that you only subbed for 1 month. It showed me that you subbed for 25. I think it may have just not popped up on the screen. But thank you very much for the 25 months. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and throw down our Morphling here, I think. We could put down another Warrior, but I think the Morphling, so the Tiny has the chance to stun people is probably better. Right? So I'm not sure. Okay. Oh, Alkimo. Yeah, Alkimo is going for the demon strat. So this is one of the advantages of doing This is one of the advantages of doing duo battles over mono battles. In mono battles, you can't go for demons. It's just not really an option because you need anti-mage and anti-mage in there, and anti-mage isn't a demon. But in duo battles, as long as you just wait and get Terrorblade as your first unit, you can actually do it. So, yeah. Alright, we'll get ourselves you. And I'm just gonna kind of like, yeah, grind up. You know, we're gonna go and get to a highest level possible, and then just level up quickly, because we want a lot of high level units actually, right? Warriors, we want the really big warriors. We don't want the shitty ones down here, and all of that stuff. But yeah. Okay. Hey Bomber, I'm curious. You usually play video for its gameplay values, but is there an exception for that? For example, you enjoy games for its storyline. Is there any? Can you give some examples to what games that you enjoy? So, I'm really a very like gameplay mechanics driven guy. Like I don't play a lot of story driven games, and by a lot of I really mean any. I'm trying to think of like a story driven game that I enjoyed. I did quite like what's it called? Oh, I could just go 6 Warriors right now. 6 Warriors seems better than the 2 Elementals. Yeah, a very story-driven game that I really enjoyed was Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons. That's a game that I really liked. Story-driven games. So something I don't really like in games is cutscenes. I know that sounds a little bit weird, but I actually hate cutscenes. I'm actually far too passionate about cutscenes being the worst thing. Like, apart from terrible monetization. That is in gaming, though. I actually really dislike cutscenes. And I know that may sound a little bit weird, like, what's wrong with cutscenes? But to me, a cutscene is not using the medium of games to its fullest. Alright? To me, a cutscene is the developer actually using film to tell their story in their game, because probably they couldn't figure out how to do it through gameplay. Right? There is some really awesome story-driven. There's some really awesome stuff you can do with mechanics to tell a story. So that's actually where Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons comes in. It does fantastic work at telling a story through gameplay. It does have cutscenes too, which is not my favorite part of the game. But there are some moments in the game where they use the gameplay, specifically the controls of the game, to enforce what is happening in the story in a really, really cool, impressive way that really like emphasizes what is happening in the story. Where I feel like a lot of other games simply would have just shown it in the cutscene and then moved back to the gameplay. Something that I don't like about a lot of story-driven games, is how it, to me personally, is that it always seems like the gameplay and the story are two separate aspects, right? Like, I never feel like I'm actually playing the story. I always feel like I play the game, and then I take a break from playing the game, and then I watch the story, and then I go back to playing the game. And to me, that's not that interesting. To me, I would rather play the game. I would rather just play the game. And then, you know, like, have that be the story. But, you know, there aren't a lot of games like that. What about Monster Hunter World? Well, the story in Monster Hunter World is stupid. Like, they don't really bother much with the story. You know, Monster Hunter World is also mostly driven by gameplay, right? There's really not much story in that game. But yeah, I hope that kind of explains why I am so kind of like I'm a really, I really do value mechanics over everything in my games. Like, that I enjoy. Like, if a game doesn't have good mechanics, then I'm probably not that interested in it. And yeah, that's kind of what bothers me about that kind of like modern game design. Like the modern game's approach to storytelling. But yeah. Undertale is a good example of that. Undertale is a great example of it, actually. Undertale does an absolutely fantastic job of merging gameplay with story, right? The fight versus Undyne is incredible. So, you know, like in the fight against Undyne, you fight Undyne, and as Undyne drops low on HP, right, you have the usual text pop-ups where she's like, I am not going to go down yet, right? And usually what you expect in video games is that at that stage the boss enters the next phase and becomes more powerful, because that's just kind of how things are, right? But what they actually, and honestly, mechanically speaking, that probably makes for a more interesting fight. But what they do in Undertale, the way they change that, is they make it actually so she does that usual speech of like, I am not going to die here. And then gets weaker. Alright? She talks about how she wants to keep fighting. She talks about how she isn't done. But she becomes weaker and slower, and it becomes easier to hit her, and she just cannot fight back as well, because that's how it would actually be. Like, it's very realistic in that sense, right? Like, as somebody drops lower, they wouldn't be able to keep fighting. They wouldn't become stronger. They would become weaker, right? They would become weaker with every moment that they fight, that passes in the fight. And so, as Undyne becomes weaker, it really gives you that feeling of you are actually just here to fucking kill her right now. And it really makes you feel what you're doing. Because this character hasn't given up yet, but you just keep swinging into her. You're still trying to kill her, right? And that made what could have been just a regular old boss fight into a boss fight that was really, really memorable. And that to me worked incredibly well, but that only worked because Undertale was willing to move away from the idea that story and mechanics in a game need to be two separate things. Hope that kind of explains a little bit of something. Also, killing Undyne, what a monster you are. I've completed 2 runs in Undertale so far. I've completed a normal run and then a genocide one. Hey, I wanted to see what the boss fights are about. They're really fucking sick, you know? Undertale boss fight is so fucking sick. And then the one at the very end, what was he called? Sans, right? Yeah, Comic Sans. Yeah, this is some good shit, honestly. Alright. Alright, but that's just kind of something that bothers me about it. Currently, I've been playing a lot of Magic Arena. Although I have to say I am extremely unhappy with the Magic Arena gameplay right now. I think the current meta game is so dumb. Who came up with Nexus of Fate? Holy shit. God. Dude, Nexus of Fate wants me to just strangle somebody. You know what I mean? Every time it's like I'm just at a state where if I see somebody play Nexus of Fate, I just quit. I just GG. I just GG out. I'm just like, fuck it. Not worth it. Alright. So we'll give that to you, and we'll give this to you, because that way you have a lot of mana gain. And then also probably give these 2 here. They banned it from Best of 1, did they? Ah. Oh, didn't even see that. Oh, well, that makes me happy. I'm pretty happy about that. Because fuck that card. That's stupid. That's a stupid card. Alright. Alright. I don't need to complain about Nexus of Fate anymore then. Anyhow. That's a pretty good outcome right there. We can be happy with that. Alright. And, yeah. Although, why would they only ban it from Best of 1? They should just ban it. I don't know. Dark Souls is also another... So, Dark Souls is a weird one. So, Dark Souls is a game that does have not really so much story, but a lot of lore, right? And now people will say that, oh, you gotta go for Dark Souls.
Philip, really looking forward to Disaster.
Hey, Lord Senfos, thank you.
You're awesome.
Thank you very much, my dude. I am looking forward to getting it out to people as well. That's gonna be great. But as I was saying though, right, so, you know, in Dark Souls, people will always say, oh, the lore. You know, you gotta read all of the lore. But the thing is that you're not gonna figure that shit out in game. Like, the lore is there. Don't get me wrong that it isn't. Like, don't take this as me saying that the lore doesn't exist. It definitely exists, and it's definitely awesome. I love the Dark Souls lore. The problem with the Dark Souls lore is that you can't find it in game. Like your regular player will not find the Dark Souls lore in game, and that does make it a little bit tricky, right? Because like that isn't necessarily the best thing in the world, and really the only way. What's up with Axe? Combine it? Well, why? Doesn't really matter. I mean, like it'll clean up the bench a bit, but like doesn't matter right now. I'm not gonna get a level 3 axe right now anyway. Anyhow. Right, but like your regular player will not actually get to see any of the Dark Souls lore. And that kind of makes me like it a little less. Alright, like to really get the Dark Souls lore, you have to do fucking research. You know, you gotta go on the wiki, you gotta go ahead and like watch videos and such. It doesn't come for free. And I get that could be seen as a good thing. You know, it's just like, you gotta work for it. Right? So only the people that really care for it get to see it. But like, come on. Like, stop gatekeeping. You know, like, I don't know. Let's go ahead and just throw in another axe, why not? I'm just trying to get to level 10 as quickly as we can, right? Like, the big unit we want is Enigma. Once we get Enigma, we get the stone ability on all of our units. Alright, that's gonna be pretty sick. It's gonna be pretty sick. Fury, gameplay-wise, is amazing. Fury is an amazing game. I recommend Fury to everybody that likes, like, you know, strong, fast-paced, like, gameplay. Awesome, awesome gameplay. So, yeah. Alright. Let's go ahead and get a blink dagger. Oh, ooh, where's that going? Now, that seems like an axe item, right? That definitely seems like an axe item. I mean, like Axe is the blink dagger boy, isn't he? All right, so how is everybody else looking? We've got some demons here. Oh, that's a spooky warrior thing. Knights and trolls. Hunters and knights? No, undead hunters. Hunters and orcs. Yeah, like hunters and orcs. And there's a Satsa with beasts and druids. You know, that's a pretty reasonable one. Alright, the whole, like, freezing thing is actually coming in big time. Dude, I need that Enigma. Once I get that Enigma, I think we'll actually be in great shape. It's gonna be really powerful. Like, especially against all of these lineups. They're also physically based. Oh, awesome. Yeah, give me that bad boy. That's definitely a good boy to get you. Alright, cool. We've got Lycan. Really good online card game. I like Shadow Wars. You should check it out. You know what's also a really cool online card game you should check out? Actually, let me fix it up a little bit first. Oh, man. Alright, what does the axe do? Oh, that is a bad blink. I don't know. It actually does kind of distract the backline a lot. So it kind of turns Axe into an assassin, right? Nice, nice, nice. So, not really feeling any of these. Yeah, we'll just chill. No need to rush to 9. We're probably going to go for 10 at 26. I always like 26. It's a great point to get 10 if you're not like super stomping. Right? Because you can usually handle the around 8. No, around 25 creep wave with just level 9, and then you can get a little bit more income before going to 10. But yeah. Alright, transform. Dude, I think our elemental synergy will actually carry us. I am 100% convinced by that. I think that's what this is going to come down to. Because this elemental synergy is actually making a huge difference already. And I don't even have the full thing yet, you know? Alright, cool. Who do I get in here? Another tiny? No, probably another lichen, right? Lichen is pretty solid. Hey, Captain Raven 9, thank you very much for the sub. Appreciate it. Could she implement some sort of mechanic into disasters to help people see if they're waiting for a reason or there's no one to party up? Yes, don't worry. Oh shit. Wait, no, I didn't mess up anything. I'm not level 9. Oh, I am not level 9. Oh no. Oh, that's okay. We should be fine. We'll be level 9 now. Don't worry, we're fine. It's fine. It might not be fine. Ah, I screwed that up. Ah. Oops. Mabi. I thought... Nope, we're 1 experience off. Can I ask if you think this art's gonna be shipped out before April? I hope so. I do definitely think so as well. Hey, Norty, thank you very much for the sub. Alright. None of this is really particularly helpful. So, yeah, round 25 is coming up. And then we're just gonna dip below income. And get ourselves that Enigma. Get ourselves that Enigma. I think Enigma will really actually change things. Like, like, honestly, that just seems like the strongest unit we can have. Akimo's taking all your shit. Is he? Yeah. He's got my dooms, that's for sure. And like the other warriors, they've got trolls and shit. That's okay. I am a pretty high level here. So.
Hey bud, it's been a while since I was able to come onto your stream. I guess being sick has some perks. I hope everything is going well for you.
Hey dude, thank you very much. I hope you get better soon. Appreciate it. Alright, level 10. There's another Morphling. You know what, let's just go ahead and put the level 2 Morphling in for now and get you out, get you in there. That seems fine, just for the time being. Hey, Kalikas1710, thank you very much for the sub, my dude. Appreciate it. And yeah, now I'm just waiting for my Enigma. I really do think that the Enigma will actually make things so nice. Has anybody ever seen the 4 elementals? Sucko Met? Oh! Oh, are we doing the auto chest tier list? Alright. Let's do the auto chest tier list today. Let's do the auto chest tier list today. That sounds fun. Let's do it after the game. Ah, Tidehunter isn't my boy. Alright, there's a Doom. Okay, come on. I want my boy, man. Oh, there was a Tiny. Oh, there's another Tiny. It's the same Tiny, so it's fine. Juggernaut, actually. Alright, I guess this works. Because someone put Beastmaster as S tier. I don't understand that. I disagree with that. I disagree with the Beastmaster S tier ranking. I think that's a load of nonsense. Okay. Nice spinning. Cool. So we want that. That's good. I just want my Enigma. Like, I know that I'm not, like, honestly going for all of these rerolls right now is not the right play. But I want to, because I just want this Enigma. So I think I'm actually gonna move you out. Okay. Is this actually the first time I get to see this? I am really excited. I have never seen the full elemental synergy, and I wonder how it will do. I wonder how it will do. Alright, we're playing against Warrior Hunters. Oh, they're just stunned. Ravage. Okay. Enigma. Ooh. Didn't go too well. Didn't go too well. Yeah, this guy is strong though. This guy is really strong. Yeah, the Tidehunter. We definitely got by that. It was all about that Tidehunter coming in big time. Alright, so, it's another Doom. So I don't think we go for level 3 of you. We'll slot you in for the time being. And ideally I would like another Doom. It's another Lycan. Lycan wants to be part of the situation here, but... No. Alright, so I kind of want to make space for Doom and Kunkka. I can probably get rid of one of them.
I write a possible denial of service for disasters. Where can I report?
Hey, Il Gecko. Just go to the Disasters Discord. Wispy should be there. You can just message him. Or just send me an email? Something like that. 5 out of 6 warriors and double axe. But Tiny is a warrior, and I have 3 elementals. Oh, there's another axe. Huh. Well, I am... Alright, I guess I'm gonna get rid of the troll for now. Alright, come on, give me... give me some bullshit for once. Oh, there's Doom. So that's good. I actually think I should put in the Tiny over the axe. Wait, no, they all get the benefit anyway. Right, they all get the elemental swing. Yeah, okay, so that's fine. This guy is the only one I'm really worried about because he's got so many ranged units. Like, everybody that's mostly melee just kind of gets shredded, right? Okay. Javelin and Voidstone. Oh, that's some nice stuff for our Enigma. Come on. Ah, one time. Oh, man. I just want these level 3s, you know? I think having the level 3s will go a really long way. Alright, we gotta kind of like reposition things just a tad bit here. I think. Like, kind of create more of a defensive position, I think. Or protect things a little bit better, you know? Okay. Nice nuke. But the Ravage is coming soon. We do have Enigma's Midnight Pulse already out, so that is important. Right? And the freezing is definitely helping. Alright. I mean, we still took a good amount of damage, but we did pretty alright. No.
Can we do everybody upgrades the same hero load again? We did not do that in a while, smile.
Hey, Shushama. Yeah, we can. I'm sure we can do that at some point. That sounds kind of fun. Although right now I'm trying to figure out what to do here. Who should I replace? Is Slaughter better than one of these axes? Slaughter definitely does more damage, but he's squishier. Alright. Kind of comes down to what... Oh my god, you've got a level 3? That's naughty. Level 3 Lycan. Yeah, but I'm actually fine here, right? All of these summons, though. Oh, man. Maybe I'm not fine. Second Midnight Pulse? Oh, let's go. Whew. Alright. Alright, get him. Get him! You can do it! Whoo! We Gucci. There's a tiny. Ah, come on, man. I'm gonna go ahead and swap this guy with the... Actually, I should keep you. Yeah, I'm gonna swap it with this. Because he's got the blink dagger. I mean, ideally, I really want... one more axe. Actually, I mean, one more tiny would be great, too. Like, that would just add a lot of staying power to my lineup. Because it just adds a really high amount of raw HP. Which is what I'm looking for. Bad Midnight Pulse. Really bad Midnight Pulse. Nice Doom, though. So we got that going for us. This fight seems to be going a bit better for us. Huh. Ooh, still took a bunch of damage, though. If that Midnight Pulse went into a better location, we could have been in a pretty alright position. So I think I actually put you in. And, one of these goes. Probably like it. Let's get rid of the Tusk instead. I'm not sure. I know I lose Beast Synergy, but I think having the second Enigma is actually stronger than Beast Synergy. Oh, nice! We got him without being able to do anything. Ooh, that's a harsh static storm. Alright, double Midnight Pulse though. That should be a lot of damage. Ooh, ooh, he got us. Man, that was close. Oh well. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you did, don't forget to leave a rating on the video. We'd definitely appreciate that. And I hope to see you guys tomorrow.